Crypto.com, Crowcoin holders, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is anybody seeing this? We got to be quiet if we're going to be talking about it, because if we start to talk about it, we might just jinx it. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. So first things first, before we get into this secret thing I'm seeing in the chart, I made a post on Twitter. Follow me at 3the3 Blacksea. I say, tell me, is Crowcoin a sleeping giant? I am asking for a friend. And I really am throwing that out there. There's a little litmus test. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that Crowcoin actually has an opportunity to make new highs in 2025 and 2026 or ever? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. I know there's a lot of reasons to argue that it's going to be a lot harder to get to new all-time highs, which I get behind. I think it's going to be a lot harder to get to all-time highs, but I will always say that it's a possibility for that to actually happen, because just like how 70 billion coins were brought out of thin air back into existence, 70 billion coins can just get pulled back out and thrown away and burned out of nowhere. So I always have to keep in back in my mind that, yes, it is possible to see crazy things happen for Crowcoin, but as of right now, the state that we are in, I am a little bit bearish. But when we look at this price chart here on Crowcoin and on Bitcoin, it looks like Crowcoin's trying to bottom out a bit. It looks like Crowcoin is trying to set up for a little bit of a bounce. And it looks, this is the type of bounce I like to see, where we start to chop sideways after you see a big drawdown, and like the velocity of the breakdown starts to ease out. You start to bottom out before you start to see a move to the upside. And I think that is what's on the table right now, specifically if Bitcoin holds where it's at right now, which we'll take a look at here shortly. But I am looking for a bounce. I am looking for a retest of 12 cents. I think that is like the low-hanging fruit, honestly. But if Bitcoin actually can see some continuation to the upside, I am looking for a test of 15 cents, which will really be an interesting time. I think a lot of people get really excited if we get around there. And I think that if Crowcoin gets to 15 cents, that probably means that Bitcoin's around 100,000 and Ethereum is probably back around 4,000 or 3,800. So I think that people will get really, really excited if that happens. Now, like I said, we got to be quiet about it. We don't want to jinx it, because if we can't hold above, like, I would say if we can't hold above like 10 cents, like 0.10161 to be exact, I think that we're probably going to be breaking below 10 cents flat, and probably going to be finding ourselves around 0.092, or even breaking down lower and actually starting to make a lower low. So the next coming few days are very important for Crowcoin, but in the meantime, guys, I do think that there's a bounce going to be playing out. And I will say, I still am short Crowcoin. I'm still short a lot of altcoins here. I'm short Crow I'm up about $1,200, up 465%. This is not a significant trade. I'm looking to add to this short position if we actually do see this bounce to 12 cents or 15 cents. If we could get to 15 cents, that would be a massive opportunity for shorts to the downside. Now, not financial advice. I'm telling you guys what I'm doing in this market. It's as simple as that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you guys. I'm just a guy on the internet. I'm just telling you what I'm doing with my money. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and that's that. I've been trading crypto for over a decade. I like to think I know a little bit about what I'm talking about when it comes to trading crypto. But I am looking for a lower high to form. The higher, the better. I mean, and you may say, well, Blacksea, when would you be flipping bullish on the macro sense? And it would first off be indicating that not only the 4-year cycle is non-existent, it's obsolete, but I would be saying if we start to close above like 21 cents, I would expect a retest of the cycle high around 40 cents. So a test around 21 cents. Above it, I would start to be a little bit more macro bullish. But in the meantime, I am short-term bullish, but I just think it's probably going to be for a lower high, setting us up for some sort of move like this. Chop around a little bit longer here, make our way to 15 cents and reject down, or chop around here, make our way all the way up to 212 would be crazy. But I think it's possible with a continued breakdown. I think that is on the table. But like I said, guys, I'm short Crowcoin. If you guys want to trade with me and you want to trade in the market and you want access to our private Discord with Crypto Kip and I, we've been really active there, trying to build out a little bit of a trading community with you guys, a little bit more of a one-on-one place to kind of just talk back and forth about our ideas about this market and different trade setups. Feel free to check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. All you have to do is sign up to Below using this link to get access to our Discord. And you also get a $5,000 sign bonus. Guys, all the links down below are affiliate links, so they help support this channel. But there's a lot of lucrative bonuses for you guys, and you get access to our private Discord, so it's a win-win for everybody. So feel free to check it out. Now, Bitcoin has been I should say Crowcoin has been trailing not too far behind the same price structure as Bitcoin. I really need to see Bitcoin close above 88,000 here. If we start to break down below 88K, I'm going to start to be a little bit more concerned, and I'm going to be saying, yeah, this is probably the lower high, which would be so sad. That would be so sad. I want to see at least a test of 100,000. Now, my opinion is we do come and test 100,000 at some point in December, or at least get close to it. But as of right now, this is quite bearish. It just looks so weak. So it is a very important time to be paying attention to what Crowcoin's doing, what Bitcoin's doing, what all the other altcoins are doing, because I think that we are in a situation here where we're getting ready to make a higher low. I'll say a higher low before a lower high. And I think there's a lot of trade setups and trading opportunities for that. And maybe if you are holding spot, potentially it'll be a good opportunity to be taking some profits. I'm not telling you guys to do that. I'm just telling you guys what I would do. But really, I've been taking profit all along the way since basically I bought when Solana was like $8 to $16. I layered in, and I've just been taking profit really along the way up for the past 3 years at this point. And yeah, I still have spot altcoins, but really they're kind of just moon bags, and I'll probably be holding on to them just as a hedge, just in case if the 4-year cycle is obsolete. But guys, that's all I got. Let me know in the comments below. Are you bullish on Crowcoin? Do you think it's a sleeping giant, or do you think that it is that is saying is long gone in the distance because of the reissuing of 70 billion coins? I will say, I make the argument that, guys, just as fast as those coins came, they can go. They can burn them. They have the voting power to do that. But that's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel now. Sign up to Blowfin using the link down below to get access to our private Discord. Come say hi to Crypto Kip and I, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.